my name is Jennifer LeBlanc, and today I'm going to give you a speech and instruction about sign language. This is my audience. Now, I've given my audience a handout with some basic sign language information and some examples for them to use further for education. It also has some resources on the handout. There are websites that will show you videos on how to do sign language. So if you find anything interesting throughout my speech, you can look at the videos and have another refresher or example on how to sign. So years ago, Aristotle believed that people were only able to learn things through spoken language, which meant that deaf people were not teachable. Well, he was proven wrong in the 1500s by an Italian teacher, and that Italian teacher began teaching deaf students by written word. In 1750, deaf education was founded by Abbé de l'Épée, a French Catholic priest in Paris. The Catholic priest was first introduced in sign language when a mother of two deaf girls brought the deaf girls to the priest and said, "Would you teach them the Bible?" And instead of him teaching the girls, they really taught him. He then became so infatuated with sign language that he opened 21 deaf education schools and taught deaf to students all over Europe. In 1817, Gallaudet and Mr. Clark opened a American School for the Deaf in Hartford, Connecticut. It was the first public free deaf school in the United States. People from all over the United States sent their children there to be educated in sign language. This was a huge milestone for people who were deaf. In 1864, the Columbia Institute College Division opened the first college for the deaf. The college was renamed after Gallaudet in honor of Thomas Hopkins Gallaudet, known today for being the first only deaf university in the world. American Sign Language is not just about teaching, learning, it's about culture as well. So I'd like to teach you about American Sign Language, but know that there's a difference between sign language everywhere you go. There's American Sign Language, which is a shortened version of language that uses a lot of facial expression, body movement, as well as hand signs. English Sign Language, another sign language that's used here in the United States, or exact signed English, is a word-for-word sign language. So to give you an example of English Sign Language versus American Sign Language, I'm going to talk to John and say, "Do you want to go shopping?" That's English Sign Language. Now, in American Sign Language, I'm not going to do that. In American Sign Language, I'm going to use facial expressions, and I'm going to make my eyebrows questioned like this. And then I'm going to say, "Shopping?" And then John would reply. So you can see there's a huge difference in how many signs are used in each of the different languages. Now, some people, such as myself, I have a deaf daughter, our family uses English signed or exact signed English because we needed her to develop language. She goes to a traditional school, has a full-time sign language interpreter, and in order for her to gather language, we wanted her to learn word for word what she needed to hear. She's still developing language and is in 10th grade. So now I'm going to teach you some words in sign language. So one of the very, very first words that I ever learned in sign language is hello. So it's really simple. Open your hand, hello. One thing that's important about sign language is knowing that in sign language, if you have a dominant hand, always sign with your dominant hand. If you're ambidextrous, sign with a dominant hand. Just pick one or the other so you're not confusing the people that you're signing to. So another word, now who doesn't want to know where the restroom is when you go somewhere, right? So restroom, very important. So it's an R in sign language. You take your two fingers, cross them, and sign restroom. Now, if you want to be lazy and do the shorter sign for restroom, do a T in sign language. So take your V, thumb up in the middle. This is toilet. Toilet. What about a drink of water? Anybody know what the sign for water is? So this is a W in the American alphabet. So water. Now think about it, relational. Sign language is very relational. This is your mouth. You want something to drink. This is a sign for water. phone, just like using the telephone, right? If you were talking to somebody and you wanted to use the phone, this is phone. Classroom, well, we're all college students or, have been to college. So classroom is going to be class and then room. So class, so you're bringing everybody together, class, and then ours, remember the restroom? Room, make a box, because that's what a classroom is, a box of walls. All right. Well, I so hope you enjoyed learning a little bit of sign language. There are some resources that I've listed and websites that you can go to get a video of a sign language video. And it shows you the signs right online. So if you even wanted to teach yourself sign language, please get on to one of the websites that I've listed here, www.signingsavvy.com or www.startamericansignlanguage.com. Thanks so much. Have a great day.